there's no denying it. This is business sentiment year on year has fallen. It's become harder to do business. But in premising that, it's not all bad. I'll start by looking at UK-China bilateral relations, bilateral trade specifically. Since China's been accepted to the WTO, the 20-year, we've seen exponential trade with the UK. If 2019 was kind of the year that will go by, it exceeded 100 billion pounds sterling. If you add on Hong Kong, it's over 110 billion pounds sterling, the bilateral relationship. In 2020, unsurprisingly, it dropped, but it's still maintained extremely robust, just peaking above the 100 billion pounds sterling mark. So in relation to what China means to the UK, China is the UK's third largest trading partner, behind the US and then Germany, and then China's in at number 3, and we're seeing year-on-year constant growth. China handled the COVID pandemic in an extremely intense way at the start, but that has maintained the fact that life went back to normal here within China within about 3 months. They took an extreme economic hit, but then rebounded throughout the year. So we've actually seen increased investments into China in Q1, despite the fact that COVID-19 had a huge impact on business globally. British businesses in China still remained extremely optimistic. Very few pessimism actually coming through from our sentiment survey. Take us through some of these slides. I suppose the breakdown in the sentiment. Companies are still confident around China, and I go back down to that optimism. Over 44% of companies were still optimistic about the China market. Around half were sort of neutral, and very few were pessimistic. Now, while that still is year-on-year reduction in optimism, it still remains relatively robust when we talk about a year of a COVID pandemic and geopolitical tensions.